There's content everywhere. There's ideas everywhere. As an art director or anybody who's working in creativity is sort of something that you don't learn, but you remember. So if you remember everything that you've seen, then you can sort of incorporate it in your ideas and sort of make something completely different. Hi everyone, I am Kashish from the batch of 2019-2021, Mass Communication Audio-Visual. I am currently working on project basis in the capacity of an art director. I am in the industry since past 4 years, and that's pretty much about me. So, as an art director, basically our job is to sort of create the visual language for the brand. Whatever you see, the persona of the brand that's created by us. And we collaborate with copywriters, we collaborate with creative people, and we sort of come up with concepts, ideas, and campaigns. And that is basically pretty much our job. Definitely collaborative. Since there's a lot that goes into making a campaign, there's a lot involved, there's a complete process that goes into picture. So if you work with people, there are so many ideas that sort of can collaborate and can make a bigger idea. So definitely working with people, collaborating with people, I think is the nicer way. I think my journey would have been much slower, definitely. Everything that I've learned in SIMC, all the classes that we had for art, history, and creative writing, filming, filmmaking, movies, everything has sort of made a foundation to what I do today. The work that we do today, basically graphic designing से लेके till creating the stories for the brand, the foundation I think is what SIMC has given. So definitely, I think my story would have been a little different and my journey would have been a little slower. Brace yourselves and fasten up your seatbelts. One advice that I can genuinely give would be that believe in yourself. The creative, any kind of creative career, any kind of creative job can easily be very overwhelming. So believing in yourself and the kind of work that you're doing is, I think, the number one advice if I can give. Also, there's content everywhere. There's ideas everywhere. As an art director or anybody who's working in, there's creativity everywhere, and creativity is sort of something that you don't learn, but you remember. So if you remember everything that you've seen, then you can sort of incorporate it in your ideas and sort of make something completely different. So I think yes, being aware, being present, and don't get overwhelmed. Create healthy boundaries with your work, and just let the journey unfold itself to you. I think I would worry less. I would definitely worry less. I would enjoy my life there a little more. And yeah, I think when we are sort of in our, especially in our post graduation, there's so much pressure and there's so much coming our way. There are intimidating careers that you're sort of going to get into. The industry is already very dynamic. So I think all of those things can be handled once you get into it, once you sort of believe what you're doing and you sort of enjoy the work that you do. And college life is not gonna come back. So I think I would enjoy my life a little more. So everything that we do, everything that our job involves is sort of related to storytelling. We're sort of creating narratives for the brand, how they should look, what they should say, how the tone of the brand should be. So we are always telling stories. But I think strategic storytelling sort of comes into play and can be a very helpful tool once you know what you're doing and the kind of brand you're working with, the target audience that you're sort of making the campaigns or making the content for. Because there's so much noise out there, it just can easily get lost. So strategic storytelling is basically understanding your target audience so clearly that you know what you're saying and you say it to the right people. In my internship, fortunately, it was with an ad agency and I was starting to learn graphic designing. So with my internship, I learned the basics of, the softwares, etc., in college, and that sort of helped me in my internship. One advice that I would give would be try to make lives easier for your immediate seniors, because when we are sort of trying to learn our major focus is on I want to learn this, but understanding that there can be a direction to what you're doing and understanding what your immediate seniors are can give you more opportunities and clearer picture of what you're getting into. So I think internships are a very they're the foundations of your career. So you're sort of learning, you're a baby in the industry. So understand it from the perspective of people who you're working with can make your lives much easier and can give you better direction in career. कुछ भी creative कर रहे हो anything, because there's it can get overwhelming so easily, and this is I don't know how many of you all would want to go into art direction or an ad agency, given that audiovisual people don't choose that very often. But when you're working in a creative industry, even in whatever capacity you're working, it can get easily overwhelming and the boundaries are very blurred, you know. So I think believe in yourself, believe in the work that you're doing. So, one memory that I definitely remember would be sitting on the helipad under the starry sky. That was my favorite place to go to. And being an art director is something that I definitely never thought about. I was an audiovisual student and I was learning movies. I was learning filmmaking. And I didn't think about getting into art direction until I landed an opportunity in an ad agency. As when we were sort of getting our career started, it was COVID-19 and lockdown was just happening. So I had to, and I got COVID positive, unfortunately. So I had to sort of let go an opportunity that I had to work with a production house in Mumbai, and I couldn't travel and couldn't go. So there was just another opportunity that I randomly thought that I would love to sort of get into. I think that was the best decision till now in my life, because ever since I started graphic designing till becoming an art director, I have never looked back. So I didn't think about it, but I would like to, as my friend says, that how there's this Alice and she enters the wonderland. I think it was that for me. Advertising is amazing. It is full of so many avenues and creative uh, juices that you can sort of explore in yourself. So I think that letting yourself loose and letting yourself just be and not restricting yourself to one thing, that if there's something that I've decided that I want to do, was at least the best decision of my life.